How are you, Bab? All right?
Yes, thank
Come on
you.
down. Be
You're
careful.
okay.
Come on. Let's get you in the motor. You all right, Joe? Yes, sir. Come on through, yeah. Come on.
Hello, my name's Malcolm Bailey, Chief Executive of Murray Community Trust. We're a health development agency responding to health needs in the local community. Often in deprived areas, people's health outcome is a lot poorer than other affluent areas. And what we found was that people find it really difficult to attend outpatient appointments in acute settings in hospitals. They might need to go to radiotherapy, chemotherapy. These are really difficult outpatient appointments, to have 14 appointments in 2 weeks. The nature of these appointments can be very tiring, emotionally stressful, and what we wanted to do was make that as easy as possible. We wanted people to recover quicker, their rehabilitation to be improved. This was done by actually pulling those elements together. Volunteers, Murray Hall Community Trust, the local community, coming up with a solution.
I started to take cancer patients to hospital a few years ago. I felt as though I wanted to put something back into society to help someone. And I thought, well, I can drive a car, I can talk to people, maybe I could do this. And I am so pleased that I went along with my feelings to do it, because I have had so much pleasure out of it. I mean, you laugh, some days you could cry.
I was very stressed about having to go to the hospital for radiotherapy because we would have to go in taxis other than using public transport. So I thought that is going to be very stressful. When she told me that they came to pick me up, I thought, well, that sounds good. And when they did, and I first started using the service, it was even better than I thought. Everybody is being so friendly. They just come to the door, just pick me up. They're always on time. I don't have to worry about being late or anything. They're all very friendly. We have a nice little conversation going, a nice little banter, a nice little joke, which takes a lot of the stress away from having to go for treatment. I don't think about the treatment till I get there. As soon as you finish the nice parties, you can come straight home, rather than having to wait for a taxi or get some kind of transport. I just get myself ready, go to the car, and I'm brought straight back to the door.
My name is Manjula Patel. I'm the Health Service Manager for Murray Hall Community Trust, and we've been supporting people with living with cancer and palliative care needs for the last 12 years. And very often we come across people who would like to receive treatment, but for the sake of transport and not knowing how to get there, have refused their treatment. So we were very aware of people out there who literally shorten their lives just for the need of transport. And as a charity, we obviously wanted to do something to support them to get to their appointment and make sure that they had their best health outcomes, especially if it's the last year of their life. And one of the things that we've come up with is how to use volunteer drivers to help people get to their hospital appointments. So it's using volunteers in the community to support in the community.
This is where the volunteer transport support steps in. We have a team of dedicated, friendly drivers who give their own time and use their own vehicle to ensure these patients who are likely to struggle can access their vital treatment or appointments. Our volunteers will pick the client up from their own home, and in the majority of cases will wait with them for the duration of their appointment or treatment, and then we'll return them home, a door-to-door service. There is no waiting around, and the clients are able to take a carer or loved one with them. Our volunteers are all familiar with the hospital and will insist in finding the correct department, helping to relieve some of the stress and anxiety often experienced with hospital visits.
Hello, my name's John Edwards and I'm one of their 15 volunteer drivers. I'm retired And a lot of people ask me, why do I do this? And probably to put something back, because I've been lucky in life, all my working life, and I've never had no problems with health really. But I did lose my mum and my stepmom with cancer over the years, and I've had many friends and colleagues who've suffered. I've been doing this now driving for about 2.5 years, but it's absolutely great fun to do. The people I take to the hospital, a lot of them are in the fight of their lives and are struggling, but they're so positive. And when we're travelling in the car, we've solved every problem of the world. I've learnt many, many jokes, but that's the way people are. And what we do, it takes a little bit of stress away from the patients when we take them to hospital to help them with this fight that they're on. And that's the main satisfaction we get out of it.
It's much better than a taxi, to be quite honest. I know sometimes that earlier than what you would do for a taxi, but that allows them, because of getting stuck in the traffic. And but other than that, them on time, helpful, very helpful. Nothing I had too much trouble. I let Belm go with Kath the other day because I had to go to an appointment myself. She looked after Kath. When I got back, she was at the door as I was coming up the road. It was brilliant.
It's been terrific. I mean, it's lovely to get in the car, get there, just go into the hospital, just wait, come out, right in the car, right back home. You know, the one day we went, we no sooner got in the hospital, Edna went in, 10 minutes after she came out, do you know, we was up and down in 1 hour.
1 hour. No stress. I mean, it's a wonderful service. I mean, to think they do that, and it's all voluntary. They're actually thinking about people like me. They don't know me, but they're actually putting me, in their thoughts and looking after me. That's the best part.
Hello, Transport Solutions. Transport Solutions can provide up-to-date, reliable information in regard to transport options, giving patients the knowledge and independence to attend their appointments and treatment. This information can often include public transport information, including how to plan your journey, what buses to take or what train to catch, up-to-date car parking information, and also we can explain how patient transport through the hospital works, what criteria you would need to meet, and in some cases we can even arrange this for the client. More importantly, often clients who are in receipt of benefits or low incomes do not realise they're able to claim for their travel health costs back. We can advise on this and how much they can claim, how to claim and where to claim this money back from. To help with all of this, we've worked closely with Centro to produce information leaflets for both the Queen Elizabeth Hospital and New Cross hospitals, where predominantly most patients go for their treatment. We also understand that for some patients, they will still struggle to get to their hospital appointment or treatment. They're often too unwell to use public transport. Family and friends are unable to take them, especially if they have as many as 35 radio sessions. Patient transport means they often have to travel alone, which can be distressing to someone who is too unwell and needs the support of a carer or loved one.
Well, I suffered from cancer 5 years ago, and I was really poorly, to be quite honest, on death's door. It was necessary for me to get to hospital for treatment, and very difficult to get there by myself. And I started to use this service. They looked after me. They took me to hospital, waited for me, and basically looked after me, all my needs. That's basically how I got into it. And I thought afterwards that I'd like to put something back. It was difficult to start off with because I'm not physically fit anymore in the strict sense of the word. And I thought, well, what could I do? I can't go on a cross-country run to raise money. I can't do anything like that. The only thing I can do now is drive. And I thought, well, maybe I could do this, what people have helped me with. So that's what I do it now. I like taking the people to hospital for their appointments. You get a rapport with the, I don't know how to call them, patients, clients, or friends really, or acquaintances, because that's what they become in the end, acquaintances and friends. And you get something back off them, not only what you do for them, they give back in another way. Hello Narina, it's Annie Bob, your chauffeur-driven cabaret driver, ready for tomorrow. The appointment's at 10:45, so I'll pick you up at 10 o'clock, is that okay? Right, okay, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow Narina. Bye for a while, bye.
My name is Margaret Bradley, I'm volunteer coordinator and my role is to recruit, support and manage volunteers through regular supervision, coffee mornings, afternoon teas and generally being there for volunteers. All our volunteers are worth their weight in gold. It is so easy to put £1 in a tin, but to give your time and effort is just wonderful. So please consider joining our organisation and becoming a volunteer.
I can't recommend them highly enough. I mean, they're all different characters, the drivers are all different characters, but it's all nice because you have a different banter with one and another. You can have a nice little banter, a nice little joke, but they're all sort of friendly in a different sort of way, you know what I mean? It's really nice.
I'd recommend it to anybody. I definitely recommend it. They're most helpful people. You can't wish for anything but people any better. And like saying it, they're more volunteers. You know what I mean? You can't knock it. They're absolutely brilliant, brilliant.
I remember one particular person that I went to see who had refused radiotherapy treatment, all because he didn't know how he was going to get there. And we were able to support him with transport and made sure that he completed his radiotherapy, and that did extend his life. And he always used to remark that we literally saved his life. Obviously the volunteers are really important and we need enough volunteers to meet the demand. So if anyone would like to volunteer, you would be most welcome to just pick up the phone and have a chat to our volunteer coordinator, who will tell you what's involved and how we can support you through that process. Volunteering, I would say, is a really positive experience, and people who do volunteer say they get an awful lot out of it, as much as what they give. If you would like to find out how Transport Solutions can help you or become a volunteer driver, then ring on 0121 612 2933.
Oh, that's good. Oh, blow me. We've done it first take, have we? First take, look.